Over the last few days over China sending some of its fighters to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, operating from Pakistani air bases there. While China is engaged in this standoff with India in Ladakh, Pakistan has ramped up the propaganda and rumors. Many Twitter handles are tweeting about Chinese fighter jets being deployed in POK. Well, India Today's open source investigation has revealed that all of those claims so far are nothing but hot air.
From cyberspace to PSYOPs, not just along the LAC, China has opened multiple fronts against India. And China's fair-weather friend Pakistan is part of the dragon's designs too. Several Pakistani Twitter handles went into overdrive, claiming that 40 Chinese J-10 fighters have landed at Skardu airport and 10 have reached Gilgit, both in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. India Today's open source intelligence investigation has busted Pakistan's lies. Latest satellite images show that Skardu airport has been under expansion for quite some time, but is far from ready. These images show that the airport has only 8 hardened aircraft shelters. There is no space for parking the fictitious 40 aircraft. This satellite imagery of 24 June clearly indicates that there is no deployment of any aircraft at the Gilgit airport either. The airport has no major refueling facility that is needed to support even basic air operations. The detailed assessment has once again busted the lies being peddled from across the border. Bureau Report, India Today.
And the satellite imagery expert who's put out that story is Colonel Vinayak Bhatt, formerly of the Indian Army and one of the sharpest eyes when it comes to open source intelligence and satellite imagery. Colonel Bhatt, welcome. Thank you for being with me here on 5 Live. In this report, you're basically saying that all of the rumors, all of the speculation you're seeing, especially on social media, does not hold or stand up to scrutiny. Sir, you're saying that Gilgit and Baltistan cannot support Chinese fighters right now.
Correct, here.
Can you tell?
Problem,
yeah.
Before I start with anything, I must quote सारे जहां से अच्छा, line from सारे जहां से अच्छा, पर्वत वो सबसे ऊंचा हमसाया आसमां का, वो संतरी हमारा, वो पासवा हमारा. It is very, very difficult for any air force to cross Himalayas. And that is why these kind of rumors are being spread by the Pakistanis and Chinese put together. A number of Twitter handlers, like you said, are carrying out this propaganda, and rumors are being spread that 40 aircrafts, J-10 aircrafts, Chengdu J-10, are being placed at Skardu, and some of them have gone to Gilgit also. If you see the apron size of Gilgit, it is 150 by 25 meters. It is hardly enough for 8 aircrafts if they stand very close to each other.
Yes.
But there is no, facilities available for the repairs, for refueling, for the ammunition to be kept there. What are the aircrafts going to do from there?
Yeah.
It is really not, feasible to have aircrafts there which can, later attack sort of India, cross over the Indian territory. They will have to cross either over Siachen or, down below over Srinagar and all. That is simply laughable. That is just not possible.
I just want to ask you another question, Vinayak, Colonel Bhatt, which is that does, realistically speaking, do these bases in POK offer any advantage to the Chinese over and above the bases that they already operate on the Tibetan side? Would they need these air bases in the event of a war, or can they operate from their Tibetan air bases just the same?
Shiv, first we must understand how the PLA Air Force, is using their air bases. They are within 1,000 kilometers. China has their 10 of their airports. So they really do not need any more airports in Pakistan-occupied J&K. So this is what is happening. The amount, the distance which Houtan covers from, say, either Finger 4 or Galwan or Depsang is barely 30 to 40 kilometers higher than what it covers from Skardu. So, and that much distance, a fighter which is moving at more than a Mach speed will take just 2 minutes to cover.
Absolutely.
So it really doesn't make any sense to have the aircraft between mountains, which is going to be a real hazard for the pilots to travel through. So this really doesn't make sense. They should be using their own 10 bases, which have all the facilities for refueling, and where they can keep their ammunition, and most of all, they can use their own places.
Absolutely. You know, you're absolutely right, Colonel, but I agree with you, because, you know, people tend to think of it just as an aircraft flying and operating from some base. What most people don't understand is there are a lot of maintenance, ground support equipment needs to travel with aircraft to make them meaningful when they operate from a different base. So it's not as simple as a few fighters simply flying off to another base and operating from there. And if you look at Colonel Bhatt's Twitter timeline and his stories on India Today, you will see all of the Chinese air bases in Tibet in plain sight with great details of how they have actually spruced up and beefed up for possible hostilities in the future. Colonel Bhatt, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining me on that important story, the hot air so far in...
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.